Hello, and today we are going to be looking at the distributive property and it's page 119 in your book. So first, let's talk about the word distributive. The word distribute means to pass something out to everyone. So when we work with the distributive property, we're going to be passing something out, and what we're going to be passing out is the number. So we are continuing on with what we did yesterday with partial products. Distributive property uses partial products to kind of make it work. So if we had 3 times 42 and we were making the area model for it, we would break that 42 into 40 plus 2. And up here we would write the 40. And right here we would write the 2. And then we would multiply that by 3 over here on the side. And what we're doing is we are distributing the 3 to the 40 and to the 2. So 3 times 40 is 120, and 3 times 2 is 6. We have essentially distributed the 3. And what it looks like in a mathematical equation is we would start with the original expression or equation. It would look like that. And then when we break this up, how do we make our partial products look like in an equation? Would be 3 times 40 plus 2. So now the distributive property, we're going to pass this 3 out to the 40 and then pass this 3 out to the 2. So it looks like this. It looks like 3 times 40, we're going to use this plus 3 times 2. And if you think about it, that's what we did up here. We did 3 times 40 first, and then we did 3 times 2, and then we would add those. Right? So yesterday what we did was we took this and we added it. And that's basically what we're doing. We're doing the same thing here, but without the drawing, with just the equation. So then I would multiply this, and that would be 3 times 40 is 120, plus 3 times 2 is 6, and that would equal 126. So the distributive property is the same, it's partial products without the drawing, without the area model. It's the area model with no picture. So let's do the example 2 from page 120. The problem there is 7 times 26. So let's try it without the picture first, and then we'll draw the picture so that you can see it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute this 7 to the 2, which isn't actually a 2 because it's in the tens place. So that would make it a 20. And then we have the 6 there. So we're going to break apart that 26 into a 20 and a 6. And now we are going to distribute that 7 to the 20 and distribute that 7 to the 6 by saying 7 times 20 plus, because the plus is there, 7 times 6. Now here, remember, is basically what we have in a model. If we make an area model, this is what we are creating. Then I would do 7 times 20 is 140, plus 7 times 6 is 42. Now, if I don't know that answer in my head, I'm writing it long ways because as you get higher in math, that is what equations look like. But if I don't know what 140 plus 142, what 140 plus 42 is, I may have to come over here in my margin and do some scratch work just to make sure that I'm going to write the right answer. If I can do it mentally, great, but if I am not sure, I need to make sure I am doing the scratch work. Please do not be lazy about that. If you're not sure, do the scratch work. All right, let's look at what the picture would look like. If we were making an area model here, we would take that 26 and we would break it into 20 and plus 6. And so I would draw my line here, and that would be a 20. And right here would be a 6. And we would multiply that by a 7. So here I created this, and now I'm going to do this, right? So 7 times 20 is 140. 7 times 6 is 42. And then I would come over here and add those. And so once I add them, so you can see it, this is making the area model without the picture. I am going to do one more example. So I'm going to do, it's another example from the book, and it is 5 times 18. First thing I would do is break apart that 18 by its place values. So I'm going to do 5 times 10, because there's a 1 in the tens place. Plus 8, there's an 8 in the ones place. So I have 5 times 10 plus 8. And then now I'm going to distribute it. So I'm going to pass that 5 out to the 10 and pass that 5 out to the 8. So I'm going to do 5 times 10, put my equal sign, plus, now pass it out to that 8, 5 times 8. Now I can multiply what is inside my parentheses. So 5 times 10 is 50. And 5 times 8 is 40. So I put my equal signs as I go along. Then I have to add those. 50 plus 40, I know, is 90. So that is how you do the distributive property. Hopefully this video has been helpful.